Hey y'all, welcome back to Camp Jackson Overland. I think I broke something on the truck already, so we're gonna take it for a drive here. I need to make a little run to the grocery store anyhow, and we're gonna listen and see if we can figure out what it is. I'm pretty sure I already know. Today is the day I got to do brakes on the front of the truck anyways, so let's have a listen and we get this running around done. Once I get it up in the air, I'll show you what I found. Y'all stick around. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Cue the intro. Alright, I had to get closer into town here to get off of those rough roads, but we're going to see if we can hear this. There it is, real bad. Alright, I'm gonna get my shopping done and we'll get back to the house and figure this thing out. Okay, we got the wheels off, and something I always do is I will slide the tires in up underneath the frame just as a backup, even though I'm still using the jack stands. I do have jack stands and the jack still under it, and the tires just in case. Never had a car come down on me and they don't want to start now. So that noise we were hearing, one of them, if we get in here where we can see this, this is the front axle joint here, and I know the bearings are gone in that, even though it was just redone not that long ago. I believe the noise is the other noise is from this hub, and that was part of the repair along with the axles and the differential seals, everything in there, because water had gotten in through the seals and got into everything, so they had to drain the water out, replace of course the oil in the differential, replace the axle joint, replace the hub, but they refused to honor it. So alright, I think we figured out what that noise was. It's going to be the wheel hub and the axle U-joint, so I'll get those ordered from the Ford dealer and we'll get those replaced on the next video here, show you how that one is. In the meantime, let's get the front brakes done and let's see what I got here for them. And I did learn my lesson about going to the discount auto parts stores, and my wife's going to hate me for this one, but it's true. You get what you pay for. And sure, their parts have a lifetime warranty, but it does you no good if you're replacing them every 6 months or broke down on the road because of it. I've learned my lesson, and for the brakes I went to Ford, and all the major mechanical parts I will be going to the dealership to get. Just like with the wheel hub, that's only been on there for 20,000 miles. The ones from the factory lasted for 250,000 miles. You do the math. So I think I will stick with the factory parts for all the critical components. Alright, the brakes we have here, these are from Ford, the Motorcraft brand, and they are the extreme duty brakes. And at some point here we're going to swap out the back ones for the same. These things are massive. See if we can get them opened up, see what all we got in the package. It's a shame they powder coated them a nice pretty blue, and we're just going to get mud all over them. Very well built, should last a very long time in this truck. As well as it does come with every clip or shim that you need. It has everything you need to do the job properly. So let me get over here, get this caliper off of here, and we'll get these swapped out. All right, let's get the caliper off. And on these F250s and most all vehicles, The caliper itself here, where the brakes are sitting inside, they're held on by 2 bolts. Let's see if I can point to them. One here and one right here. Some of them are a Torx head, some of them are standard sizes. It just all depends on the vehicle you have. In this case, these are a 16mm bolt. Once I remove those two, the caliper itself will come off, and I'll be able to swap the brakes out. But we will have to compress the pistons in the caliper in order to make room for the new brakes to fit back over the rotor here. Disc brakes are really very simple to do once you've done them a couple of times. Okay, well, after fighting it repeatedly here, I was able to get the caliper here off. It actually took quite a bit of work. I had to stop the camera. Now, the 2 cylinders here, a lot of cars will have a single cylinder. These trucks being so big, they do have dual cylinders. So we need to compress them with a C-clamp. We'll lay one of the used brake pads against it and put that clamp here and compress both cylinders back in so the new brakes will fit back into place. But we do have the cylinders, both of them compressed all the way now, and that, like I said, will allow us to get the new brake pads in here with the being thicker. The cylinders will set to what your old brake pads were, and it needs to be opened back up. Of course, there's other ways you can do this. You can loosen the bleeder valve on them, but I've never been a fan of having to bleed the brakes just for a simple change like this. So compress the cylinders, new brake pads in, get the wheels back on. Let me get this together and we'll be right back. Aren't they pretty? Get our clips on and make sure we got them on the right way. Snap them on. And then the old ones simply lift out. And the new ones go right back into the same slots. All right. Those are in. And we get this caliper back on here and get the bolts back on it. Both sides are just polar opposite. Simple rinse and repeat. We get the other side put together, and then I think we're done, folks. Remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and join us next Friday.